want you on all channels, people. The Pawn King is open and the dealing can commence.
You're back. We've been listening on the radio. Nothing but a bunch of dead air. What happened?
You were wrong about Mama's plan. Turns out the tower doesn't give a shit about commanding the airwaves. They were there for a generator. Loaded it up and got away before I could stop them.
A generator? Why would they want that? We got all the power we need at the compound.
It's true. The tower doesn't use a ton of electricity. What they need, they get from solar. Generators eat up fuel, which is, like, very limited.
So, what the hell's going on here?
Looks like some plotting and scheming to me.
Fucking Mama. Always one step ahead.
Damn. I was really looking forward to people hearing JB raging again. We gotta find a way to get it on air.
Don't worry, it'll get out there. We can't let this derail our plan. So, you got anything else to report, tourist?
Found a cool map. It's got some scribbles on it.
Can't be that cool. Let me see it. It's a tower map. I recognize the patrol routes. Looks like it lays out some exile locations in different parts of the city. Maybe they're encampments, fortifications.
Mama's not gonna tolerate a priest organizing a bunch of exiles. She's coming for them, and they gotta get ready.
Thank you, tourist. This is useful. We'll be in touch again when we figure out our next move. In the meantime, keep yourself safe.
Safe? Every day is a hell ride. But I like it that way.
Tourists, we've been staring at that door for hours hoping you'd come through it. Damn good to see you.
Hey,
What's the matter? The priest put you in a bad mood? He can be a pushy son of a bitch.
Sounds familiar.
Can it, Dez? What did Father Carter have to say?
he's in. He did have a few stipulations. He gave me a letter to give to you.
That son of a bitch. All right, put it in the drawer. Man of God, my ass. He's a wolf, this guy. Shifty, but fuck it. He can have it his way. With the preacher bringing his exiles to the table, we will have people in every corner of this city. There's a whole lot of demand out there, tourists, and everybody in Nola's gonna know that the Pond King always delivers.
It doesn't sound as cool as you think.
Keep quiet, Dez. I'm doing business with the tourists. You'll get your cut once the goods start flowing through here from our exile friends. With everybody still dazed from the shitstorm in Old Town and the reserve fiasco, this trade network is the perfect plan at the perfect time. Supplies have never been harder to come by.
Everybody's got Old Town on the brain.
Yeah, well, it was a fucked up situation. Some lunatic has figured out how to keep the bells ringing for days. What's the point of that? Slaughtering a bunch of innocent people, then making it nearly impossible to ever set foot in that stretch of Nola ever again. Chaos like that ain't just bad for business, it's bad for living. Hope Mama gets a hold of that fucker, gives them what they deserve.
I heard it was some tower guy who went rogue.
Yeah, but you know what they say, Pumpkin. Truth travels slowly. Rumors have wings.
You're like the only one alive who says stuff like that.
Cut the shit, Dez. I mean it.
Why the supply shortage?
Gotta think the reserve had something to do with it. Everybody had it in their heads that there was this buried treasure out there, and they all broke their necks trying to find it. Then, poof, it evaporates into thin air, and all those folks who were depending on it gotta find another way to feed themselves. Now, some people might see that as a crisis. I see it as an opportunity.
Another sign that we're all fucked.
You need to shift your attitude, kid.
Just make sure my cut is substantial, Sonny. Then we won't have a problem.
I'll tell you what I tell all my associates. I haven't operated this fine establishment for 28 years, through a fucking apocalypse even, by breaking my promises. You've got my word, and my word is good as solid gold.
It's true. He does say that to everybody.
That's enough, Dez. One thing you gotta know about the exiles, they're like catfish, night feeders. So you'll need to venture out after dark to do business with them. Work that UV flashlight to find where they've set up shop. It's a whole different ballgame at night. But the exiles say it's the best time to scavenge. Less competition, lots more loot.
Thanks for the tip, Pawn King.
You know I got your back, tourist. Listen, while you're here, I got a favor to ask you. It would help the trade network out a whole lot. Our old friend Henri, he had stuff hidden all over this town. He was like a fucking squirrel, couple of nuts here, couple of nuts there. Most of it I could care less. But he and I were in the middle of a deal for one of those stashes, and then he got himself dead. I happen to know where he hid it. You can keep whatever else you find, but the batteries, those belong to me.
Sounds simple enough. Where do I need to go?
The spot ain't too far from here. An old recording studio in the French Quarter. Lots of fond memories. Henri and I used to do session gigs there. Him on slide, me on bass. We even played with Slim Dog Fortune once, if you can believe that.
You knew Slim Dog.
I most certainly did. Not like Henri. Those two played together for years. But I spent enough time with the legend to know how special his talent was. Back in the day, after Slim Dog met his maker, Henri would always be boasting about how Slim Dog told him he was the best slide player he'd ever seen. Even better than Slim Dog himself. Ha! Oh man, I miss that fool Henri. And he could play, there is truth to that. But better than Slim Dog? Come on now. The cat who owned the recording studio was a lunatic, Martinique the Martian Driscoll. He was a bit on the paranoid side, thinking everyone was out to steal from him. Didn't trust us musician types as far as he could throw us out the front door. He was always switching the door code, sometimes every other day.
Where do I find the code?
The Martian was something of a ladies' man, had a dalliance with a different lady every week. So he set himself up with a private suite at the Hotel Eclair. Every time he changed the door code to the studio, he'd leave it there for whoever he had coming around. You find room 212, you find the code.
Room 212. Got it.
One last thing. We're not gonna be keeping regular business hours from here on out. Security reasons. I'm sure you get it. We'll shout out on the radio when the doors are open, so stay tuned in. Good luck to you, tourists.
Garrick, was there time before we met? I don't know anymore. Sure, there was growing up and taking our bumps and bruises, falling down, clawing our way back up. There was stumbling toward each other without knowing it, bathed in the darkness of innocence. Is there anything darker? But the dawn of everything was that moment, here, right on this patch of earth where we met. You remember it better than I do. You remember
We got
everything.
some orders, tourist. Think you can help us out?
Tuesday afternoon was the beginning of time. The time flies. Walls are closing in. Look around. Even this sacred place has been corrupted. I can still feel you out there, alive, cutting through everything to reach us. Do not despair, and do not stop. He will find us. Time is definitely not on our side, so fuck time. Let's transcend it. May.
The tourist. In the flesh.
You're a sneaky fucker, huh?
Not usually. But for you, I make an exception. I am Garrick.
Who?
You haven't given me much thought. But I have been thinking a lot about you. You're not as I expected.
I do have a reputation.
Some call you a hero. Others say you are a menace. But they all speak your name with a certain reverence.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I have been looking forward to this. We have much to discuss.
No offense, but this feels a little bit like an ambush.
I persuaded the Bone King to set this up. I suspected you wouldn't meet with me otherwise. You knew my wife, May, and I need to speak with you about her.
I knew May.
I appreciate your honesty. Most people will lie when they find themselves cornered. Perhaps you have heard the tales about me. That I am mad, a cannibal. The tower convinced May I was executed for my supposed crimes. A burning pile of lies. The perpetrators, all of them, will pay. And their numbers are dwindling. Rapidly. You were the last to see May alive. You know her fate.
Last I saw, she was alive.
Alive? You expect me to believe that?
Yeah, I do.
Lies exactly as I suspected. But the truth no longer matters. My decision has been made. You will face retribution.
I told you it wasn't me. But if you're looking for a fight, then let's cut to the chase.
I'm grateful we had the chance to speak, tourist. To put a face to a name. Our paths will cross again. That shiver you feel will be my breath on your neck. That knot in your stomach, my footsteps drawing near. That screaming nightmare, the sound of my voice. You will know the dread you have wrought upon my family. And then, when I have seen enough of your suffering, you will face the truth of your depravity. For now, I will let you live. But only for as long as it amuses me.
Go ahead and drop the supplies in this box. I've got something for you over here.
Pawn King is open. Tourist, I need to talk with you about something. Please, if you can hear this. Thanks for coming. Seriously. My dad's in the back. He's fucked up.
Get his ass up. He has some explaining to do.
He can't get up right now. He's disgusting.
Who the fuck's here?
The tourist person!
Jesus. I can't talk. My fucking guts.
He set you up. Obviously. Which is totally not okay. But he's sick. Because of me. I dosed his beans with some potent stuff I found. I needed to talk to you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm nervous. When he finds out I told you to come here, I don't know what he's gonna do to me.
I don't care if he's sick. I want to see his pathetic face.
Look, just listen, please. For a second, Garrick threatened my dad. Told him that if he didn't set up a meeting with you, there'd be consequences. So, my dad did what he was told. That's the truth.
I believe you.
Why does he want to kill you?
He thinks I killed his wife.
Water, Dez! Hurry!
I'm coming! Garrick's a psycho. He needs to die. But he's like a beast, too. That bomb suit he wears, I've seen bullets just bounce right off him. You're gonna need more firepower, and I can connect you with a friend of mine who has access to it. But first, I need you to get a message to someone from me.
Who is it?
And the bucket! Come and empty this fucking thing! The stench! Christ! Making me sicker!
I need you to find my mom. Her name is Lola. Last I heard, she was in Via Corolla, the exile camp, so go at night. She said to use a UV flashlight to follow the fiddleback symbols. Some sort of spider-looking thing, I guess. Anyway, tell her that she can't leave. Not yet. Tell her she has to wait for me.
Lola. Got it.
Desiree! Now! Jesus!
Sorry. I gotta go.
Nobody's what I like about the tower.
Pawn King's open. Come on by and make a terrible deal with yours truly. Be quiet. The asshole's still asleep. Did you get my message to Lola?
I was too late. By the time I got there, she was gone. The bells were ringing non-stop. She had to get the hell out of there in a hurry. She left a note for you, though.
Let me see it. Put it in the drawer. Jesus. Do you think she made it out?
Maybe. If she managed to survive this long, that means she's good at sensing danger.
Yeah, she's tough. At least that's what people used to say about her.
Now it's time for you to deliver.
Right. I'm just kind of processing this right now. Sorry for troubling you with all this.
No trouble, as long as you give me what you promised.
I'm not a bullshit artist like my dad, okay? I have a friend named Whistle. She was a fireworks technician back in the day. Tried the gym office in the high school in Rampart. But she only does business at night. She's the solution to your firepower problem. She's like a Da Vinci with explosives. At least that's what my dad says. Anyway, good luck. You're gonna need it to kill that Garrick dude.